Once again, welcome back to Channel Z. As usual, every Wednesday we are here to give you the latest updates on world of sport, not only the Gambia but world of sport. I normally have it with Mohammed Manjang. Good to have our CEO back. That Mr. Jack. Welcome back to the Gambia and welcome back to the channel. Jërëjëf, thank you very much. Ñu delluwaat back fii si biir di Channel Z as usual ak mas co-host with Mohammed and also our able CEO nga xam ne dafa tukki woon waaye thank God delluwaat na back to the country. Ñu welcome ko back home here in the Gambia and welcome back to the company. Mohammed, ñu bàyyi la nga nuyu rek den ñu dem xooli the latest development on world of sports and also we have to welcome back our CEO.
For sure. Assalamualaikum mbokk yi ñu leen naa nuyu ku nekk sa tur ak sa sant ñu leen naa wax ne welcome back to another episode with Channel Z. We are always excited to bring you latest news from all over the world, especially when it comes to African players, Gambian players that are doing very well in the global world. It's always good to showcase and express this feeling of football and soccer in general, because when it comes to football, we all know Africans, we love football, and we are a big part of football, not just Africa but globally.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much, Kidi Mohammed Manjang. Why lu ñu def rek mooy bala ñu na indil the headlines. We must have to go, by our main sponsor. That's
Zaxbet.
A short commercial break with Zadbek, and we're back here in the channel. All right, thank you very much. After a short commercial break with Zagbet, one of the leading betting companies in the Gambia, just check on their odds, check on their website, then you will see for yourself and you
The difference
between Zagbet and other betting companies. All right, thank you very much. On the headlines today, the press release from the Ministry of Youth and Sport. Update on the independent stadium temporal approval from CAF suñu ko fu nañ hol di Gambia under 17 exit spark concern jamono ndaw yi dañ talk out of 4 games they only managed to win 1 game. That was a very poor result. Dinañ ñëw ci lolu dem suñu ko fofu nonu dañ dem holi Gambia home base ama start nañ sen training section fofu ci bir li ama goal ama project bi ahead of Gambia clash against the Algeria in the CHAN qualifier. From there dañ holi the BST Galaxy Pamoudou ama soxna ku nga xam ne we all see ne he deserve a call up to the Gambian national CHAN team ñu nga xam ne war nañu play against ñi dem Algeria on the 3rd of May 2025 at the Independent Ama Stadium. From there dinañu hold a mother pride, a story of Yankuba Minteh's dream. Dinañu hold lolu a touching story of Yankuba Minteh. From there dinañu hold ki di Luka Modric, Mbappe, Sadio Mane ñu nga xam ne jamono bi they into investment ñu nga xam ne rek ne now they are ownership of clubs for ci bir li di ama Europe. From there dinañu hold life after football, why player must invest in business to secure their future. Lu nga xam ne is very important, especially our Gambian players. They must listen to the story or they must read the story. From there, the UEFA Champions League. Yesterday, Barca was beaten 3-1, but they qualified. A sweet one. Today, we have Real Madrid against Arsenal. Nobody knows what happens tomorrow. Mohamed, li moy headlines yi fi ci bir li channel.
Jërëjëf Mbaye, headlines yi nekk na loo xam ne interesting na trop because the stories of the likes of Yankuba Minteh, is a very touching story.
Absolutely.
This mayor bi no si domam and domam ko bu nekk grade 7. Ko ne ma nekk footballer.
Te dama la génne ci coono bo ya am jakat la woon waaw.
Gis mu nekk ci coono bo noonu yow nga determine ne ki yow maa ko génnee si bu nekk ni te yàlla def na mu am ñu ko dafa nekk lu touching story daal waaye ba tey ni ko gën a yaatal waaw ni ko gën a yaatal
absolutely inshallah
and I know for sure that many players that are playing now they have similar story.
Thank you very much. We once used to have another profile with Lamin Diallo Beck with the same year ni la meron mo ko génné ci li Our players are tried.
Yeah.
Okay, away from that, a press release from the Ministry of Youth and Sport dated on the 11th of April 2025 announced that the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has granted temporary approval for the use of the Independence Stadium in Bakau after inspections conducted on the 9th of April. A very good news for Gambian football as Gambia is yearning for another qualifier in the championship against Algeria. On the 3rd of May, a temporary approval. It's a very good move for Gambian football. For almost 4 years, the national team, only category, the female team, the child team, the under 17, the under 20, can play back home at the Independence Stadium. Luckily, we are back at the Independence Stadium, and that's next month.
Well, that is a news that every Gambian football fan loves to hear. Ñëpp bëgg nañoo gisaat suñu boys yi ak suñu girls yi di play in national stadium bi because we miss to see their action on the field, on the pitch. So having this privilege of watching them play football again is something that we are all looking forward to. But tamit bro, temporal ban bi kañ moo nekk wax bi.
There are rules and regulations book of guide. We all know that Gambia is about Gambia play against Burundi in September. So hopefully, according to the information we got, they will develop it. Then by last September, another inspection might be also conducted for the senior national team for them to play. And I know that the government have to do everything possible. This must continue.
They need to do everything possible to see that league continue because a temporal ban bi rek tamit so déggee temporal time la jox rek mën nañoo jege ñëwaat ñu naan okay temporal ban bi close nañ ko so we are looking for permanent lift pour ñu am access to watch our guys play again on our national stadium because that is what we are all looking forward to, not a temporal lift on the ban. We want to see a permanent lift on the ban actually. So, I can't wait to go to the national stadium.
Absolutely. 3rd of May.
Oh my goodness.
All right, thank you very much, Mohammed. Away from that, we hold the Gambia under 17. Spark concern. Time for change in the youth football sector. The Gambia, disappointing show at the under 17 tournament in Morocco has once again raised a serious question about the national team preparation, player selection, coaching structure. These are all things.
It counts
I
a
think
lot.
they have to come back. Guys talk whole structure thing. Not picking the right players, not having the right people to lead this youth sector. So these are all things I think it's time when they come back, they have to evaluate this thing, talk, back to the drawing board, restructure our youth sector because without the youth sector, I see Gambia nowhere.
Yeah, of course. The youth football, that is where everything starts from. So if again a youth football is not strong, it's not okay, then where is our football going to? Because the youths are the future leaders. So I'm UT, negative play competition you many our under 17 qualified our championship bini out of 4 games win. That is a very bad performance. And we all see the potentials in them. I'm players they are very good. I'm potential why tamit nda defin boobu mum fa grassroots level boobu mum fa support bi and training bi all that because
I think
that counts a lot.
So we are yearning for under 17 championship or qualifier and I think we have to start earlier. Apparently, the other thing also we have to encourage the government, put an MRI machine in a base here. We select almost 500 kids. You put them MRI testing them, you will in trials, you hold, but you cannot wait until 1 or 2 weeks and then pick some players, you go there, take them to the MRI test, some of them fail, and you have to come back and check another player. So because all Senegal, they scouted a lot of young pool of players because they have this MRI test, they have MRI machine in their country. So I think also we're appealing to the government, we're appealing to the federation, let them try and have an MRI machine base here. It's
exactly.
MRI is not about football.
Exactly.
Machines back home in the Gambia.
Come categories, very then they have MRI test bini. We under 17, under 20, under 23, so they have MRI test bini. So it's very, very important for us to have this equipment here in the Gambia. Put testing.
Munga a pool of lot of scout players. Even
of
though
course,
you have
from Banyu to Basse, we have very good players.
Thank you very much.
So I'm solo. Thinking the government they are doing something like the internet MRI living bini, how to call it, MRI equipment bini, Gambia fini, they will have the chance to prepare themselves, to prepare the players to, by and to select the very good players and the right players to represent the Gambia. Because not talk like bad, okay, tournament amna, nga some players like you will okay, this guy is not eligible, this guy is not eligible. Ngam pour gene ko no wat. Do am time wono pour Senegal kenen sax. Te so Senegal ko ko ba mo adopt si team bi dafa jël time.
Absolutely.
So it's very very important and xam nga failing to prepare always xam nga daf ñu dé sonal.
Absolutely.
Ñun duñ prepare ci dara bay. Dañ lay tok bi lifi jot nek competition jot rek ñu select few players rek ga dem represent. Loolu be kañ.
Absolutely. Balaa ñuy def a short commercial break, we just take along this one, then we move to the short commercial break. Gambia home base squad bi start na the training section ahead of Algeria, a final qualifier pour war a mën a qualify to the CHAN championship bu nga xam ne AFCON championship bu nga xam ne mu ngi war a xew foofu si biir Tanzania, Kenya ak lii di Uganda. Lii nag su amee mooy nekk the first time Gambia qualified to this tournament. And also we play in Bakuman Independence Stadium, and we play in a very powerful nation when it comes to football, when it comes to youth sector. That's Algeria.
They are very good.
Now we started training. They started on Monday. Yesterday was FA Cup games. They resumed back and the goal project. And we hope Alagi Sarr and his team didn't start the training 3 o'clock because the game play 3 o'clock. At least to be familiar.
You need to adapt
with the atmosphere.
You need to adapt with the atmosphere, and it's very very important. Just last week we were talking here about the lack of preparation si CHAN team since Ken you want to do training. Don't want to compare kung hamne do training on time kung hamne mu yaga training prepare game ini. Don't you should get with film. Then get difference with big difference over there. So big boys want to prepare guys since. I've been for send last moment season. But from then guy other than mean and play one they know how to perform, where to play and all that. How to come together and play as a team. They but
absolutely.
But not talk the last minute. What are you any chanting when you train? Yeah, I training at 8 o'clock. So you can play game 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I know that they have some time they play at 3 o'clock.
Well, it's very important. They need to consider that as well.
Yeah. All right. Let's go for a short commercial break. We'll be back here at Channel Z. Officially sponsored by Zagbet. Alright, thank you very much. Away from that, BST Galaxy Pamodu Sohna ku nga xam ne rek ne we feel ne he deserve a call up. Pamodu was former Real de Banjul player. Boy bi was so superb. Mu jógee fi dem foofu noonu si biir Morocco. Gis nañu sigul interview boo xam ne Pamodu am na ko ak ñi dem Alkamba waxtaan na live in Morocco. Lan moo tax mu dellusiwaat back in the Gambia because dafa bëgg a delluwaat jëlaat doole this time around penetrate in Europe. One of the best player. One of the best player. I can say one of the best player is Pamodu. Boy, bi soo ko xoolee da nga enjoy football.
Dafa mën a football.
I'm telling you this.
ñoom Aliou Bari yëpp
like Sarr and team according to the rumors take nañ ne he might be invited to the CHAN team. If they have this boy in this CHAN team, I feel sorry for Morocco.
He should be invited.
Sorry, Algeria.
He should be invited. Then go or Munyo Boka because we need this kind of players.
Absolutely.
Why? So no play man. Again, the likes of Nyom Ali Bari, Nyom
Gaira Juve
Thank you very much. So these are players that they have the experience
because
already.
pick the best players.
Thank you. Let them so buy. No buy player picking engineer and all that. Well, like small player, I'm a favor and all that. Nah, we don't need all that. Right, we have very good players and very experienced players. I mean, they are back here. I'm trying to improve themselves very well, and I'm gonna get opportunities to play in the better stage of football. Why they call it Alajisa need to look into this. The players that are back here playing, you need to call them. Timbi, mailing chance you perform. If some second perform them very well, Timbi guide them represent you because you win. We want to qualify by all means. So no matter where you get the players from, we don't mind. We just want to qualify. So that is something that we need to consider as well. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. A touching story of Yankuba Minteh. A modest pride. The story of Yankuba Minteh. When he was in grade 7, he told me, Mom, I am going to become a footballer. I want to end your struggle as a market vendor. You know, this is touching one. Would you believe it? The Premier League, you shoot this documentary of Yankuba Minteh. You know, this is sending a message because a young boy at the age of grade 7, you know, I will become a professional footballer. I will end your struggle as a market vendor. You know, he was going to the market, Jai,
in the morning, waking up.
It was not easy, you know, but thank God today. You know, Yankuba Minteh have proven promise Yankuba is one of the top players in the Gambia.
Not just in the Gambia, but one of the promising young players globally. I mean, so Yankuba Minteh's story is a very touching story actually. I'm looking at the struggle that your mom is going through by the age of by the time you were grade 7. But probably you will be
from grade 7.
But probably me on 15, let's say probably 10, 11, 12.
18 years, I'm 18 years time.
But yes, I'm on 18 years. But I'm feeling the struggle of his mom, and I'm seeing what his mom was going through. I'm feeling it. Man, I could be a person that can move this lady from all the struggles that she is going through, and I'm give her a better life.
Care finder, you know, just behind our area, you know. Boy, be definitely everything loom deserve.
Of course.
But you know, because the kisu ame any bubare yalla la Japan. Because ya gi say mu struggle suba tel la mairie job because wala mairie
jure fajar rek
3 o'clock 4 o'clock mairie job nañ dem nañ Sandiga wala dem nañ marché, you know, just pour gis rek ne feed nañ, you know. Why Yankuba xol lolu gis ko ne wow, come on. Man, I have to do everything possible for my mom.
Yeah, for my mom. And this should be an inspiration too.
And this should be an inspiration for all these young players.
Thank you very much. For players here, so play for a purpose. But don't just play for fun or anything like that. Have a purpose, have a goal. I'm a royal guy.
Because family more than you struggle.
Thank you very much. You're so big as family I'm the same background strong. And you have players you never play Gambia fini. 75% or 90%
was very poor.
Background was very poor. So you nga gis lo non yeb so na gëdé play la jom fayda xamal lo bëgg.
Thank you.
Because football mëna la jox lu nekk ci kaw suuf. Mëna la jox lu nekk.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so and you have the opportunity play nga play te yalla su dimbalé di nga génn. Football mo nga tok ñu na né say gis na la bëgg na la yobu.
Yeah,
it just happened like that.
All right, thank you very much. Away from that, you know, whole a story of Luka Modric, Mbappe, and Sadio Mane. You name them, many players, Cristiano Ronaldo and others. They are all investing because there is life after football. A new era for my players, my investor. Gisnani Jamonobi, my Luka Modric, my Swansea City, my Football League England. He's a ownership for Jamonobi, Mommy Luka Modric. Just 39 years old Luka Modric. You know, try to consider because there is life after football.
Of course.
You know, Holy Kid Mbappe, Momit AS France, Football League France. Momit club foofu si biir lii dem France 26-year-old Real Madrid for wara bi moom it pour invest a lot in football invest ci boppam ñu xool kii di Sadio Mané moom it mu invest foofu si biir lii dem France mu jël ñu di progress ama foot 18 because lii mu ngi wone ne they have to invest they have to do something because xaalis bi tey mu ngi ñëw bu baax a baax ëllëg kasi biir ndax baax boobu dinañu because we have seen a lot of stories on this players yu nga xam ne you know after their playing career some of them are struggling some of them even feed their family which is very sad and I think this is very important for players you know when you are in your peak try to do something that you know because football at the age of 35 let me say 35 maximum 35 you know you are off.
You're off, and thank you very much, May, for clarifying that. Life of a football, you have a career good and good. Young Chris, when you want to try the league, at the age of 39 to 40 years, you perform the league at their best, and those are players that you have. Send more than body out and see football league. So nga nekk footballer yaa ngi nekk football yaa ngi play yaa ngi perform yaa ngi opportunity boobu noonu yaa am xaalis boobu noonu invest ko if not football sax invest si leneen but gis nañ African players yu nga xam ne ñu ngi xoolal Naby Keita I don't know not Naby Keita this guy from is it Burkina Faso I don't know Mali mooy Mali seen player boobu Seydou Keita thank you very much moom tam invest na si tomato in Mali xam nga those are all examples that you can xam nga take along because xam nga football soo demee ba jeexal moom waaye sponsors yi dafa jeex xaalis bi xam nga luxury life bi tamit soo ko bëggee dundal noonu continuer noonu rek sa xaalis bi danga ko perte yëpp so as a footballer, you need to start thinking of life after football. It's very, very important.
All right, let's go to this life after football. Why players must invest in business to secure their future? Because this is very, very, very important. Because recently we have seen many players who have after their footballing career they are struggling. Even to feed themselves is a problem. Especially our African players. They need to invest in football. Not ne amna halis go to party, di dem fulane jina moto bi def lu la ne but you have to invest in it because football career is very short. Mun nga am injury, you are off. 35-year-old, you are off. Because these clubs they always pay you when you are playing football, when you are delivering. But whenever you are down, look, they will say, look, my friend, you have to go.
Yeah, of course. But
even us here, if we are doing this podcast, but any day the company is saying that look, your podcast is not doing anything good for us. Look, we have to stop this because they need to see something out of it. So I think also our players, we are appealing to them. This message have to go to our players because balanga advice as our own dom we appreciate Lorenadef. Why we are encouraging you to invest. If you are not doing any investment, please try to invest your money.
Yeah, we have.
There is a lot of way to invest. Agriculture is here. Real estate is here. Online business, are here. Business online are here. You can import materials, food items. Try to invest before it's too late.
Thank you very much, Mike, for saying that. And also, some home-based players, my news in the fay guy, fay guba, and the financial dafa ñaaw torop. Team si war nañu góorgóorlu ñu jéem a fay players yi fay bu baax.
Maybe if we move to the professional league according to what they're trying, the Gambia Football Federation trying to put the GFF league to be a professional league next season. Maybe by then they evaluate all these paying scales.
Thank you very much. Because players yi tamit am nañ family ñuy dépend si football, so guys soxla nañ wéccet bu ñu yóbbu kër at least. Because it's very difficult to joke kid, maybe the John deal and every day. You young them play Nicolo and Dara. And absolutely the father fed and Yankuba Legi, Munga Jigam injury. So I'm injury. You am injury am career football woman am. Hami Dagio. Yo Sneko football you Sakaria see life is over. So much football am. Absolutely. Don't want to Dara, don't want to so They need to look into that as well.
All right, thank you very much. Away from that, you know, the champions ama league. Dema gis nañu ni Borussia Dortmund beat Barcelona 3-1. But unfortunately, you know, they could not have that goal for visibility in the Camp Nou. Another thing also they have to understand, Barcelona recently they have played 7 matches in 19 days. And I think that, you know, these players are suffering a lot because you cannot be playing 7 matches in 19 days. You know, because these players are machines. You know, they are human beings. So, you know, they have to be considered these things. Because I could see after the game, Rafinha and others, you know, they stretch their legs inside the pitch because could be after the game. Petty need rest. All of them need rest. So, you know, while Dortmund, I mean, I knew that Dortmund will fight for this because Dortmund is a very good team. It's an attacking team.
And they are playing at home.
Thank you very much. So, this is a message for those people thinking that Real Madrid, you know, cannot overcome this tie. You know, what I saw yesterday, you know, really is a wake-up call for Arsenal. They have to do anything possible to see what, you know, obstacle of this Real Madrid team. If Dortmund can attack, you know, the way they attack against Barcelona, you know, I was 4, Arsenal is 3.
Yeah, and we all know what Real Madrid can do.
Yeah, on their best night.
Thank you very much. So, well, game C day, man, I was really surprised.
Even Real also fall to this trap because they are complaining that they play more games.
Yeah, of course. I think teams are complaining. They are not getting more time to rest. Within 24 hours, 48 hours, I'm getting game we play. But can you imagine? You rest within, let's say, even one day, and the following day, I them figure out the next day, I them play. It doesn't make sense, bro. These people are players. They are human beings. They are not machines, like you call it. So, they need to look into this. But I mean, I'm not why like
they pay for you, they have to work.
I don't feel like and Dortmund's game had some of these fans saying that the win was not really necessary, and you know they did not even feel the win, they lose. But a win is a win.
And it's hard for Dortmund, to be honest.
Yeah, and Dortmund, honestly, what the kind of game they played yesterday, if I thought they played that game at Camp Nou, they would have, you know, at least scored 2 goals or probably more at Camp Nou. But we all see, we also that
too much.
We also that
another one make it more like difficult for them.
Bro, no, I mean you guys were giving an own goal. It's because of the own goal.
In Germany.
No, it was a very interesting game, and also the game of Paris Saint-Germain and
PSG.
How do you call it? And
Aston Villa PSG.
Oh, it was a very interesting game.
Yeah, tutti parito.
Hey, tutti parito.
Yeah, because man, I doubt Paris this Paris team.
No, why? Don't doubt Paris there. You Paris the flooded the whole bagaste.
So Paris, where Barca is rest 100%.
Well, when
Real Madrid Barcelona, let's come to Real Arsenal. Boy, the big game. That's
Real Madrid Arsenal.
For me, I predicted 5-2 against Real. Real having 5, Arsenal having 2 goals.
Well, honestly, I don't know how the game is going to end up today. Being a Real Madrid fan and knowing the kind of game we played against Arsenal inside Arsenal is something else. So I'm waiting to be surprised today. Probably.
Don't be surprised. You just play 5 minutes. Arsenal score 1.
It's possible because my defense line is they are struggling actually, and
no Camavinga.
No Camavinga. We have very good. Our players are back. Tchouaméni is back. Ceballos is back, and you know I'm waiting to see miracle happen inside Bernabeu. Like we always say, 90 minutes inside Bernabeu is a very long time. And today Arsenal will also test what it's like to be in Bernabeu, and then it will have first-hand experience.
In 2006 they were there. They beat Real 1 goal.
It's not the same.
That was the best Real Madrid team.
Arsenal were having the best team by then.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. My channel Z. Everybody's waiting for this game. Arsenal versus Real Madrid.
Send in your comments. Tell me your predictions in the comment section. Let us know what you think of today's game.
And also, we'll be giving out maybe some tickets for Gambia versus Algeria here. But you have to subscribe on our channel. You also have to like our page on Zagbet on Facebook. If you do that, you might be lucky. And TikTok, you might be lucky, to be given a ticket to watch Gambia versus Algeria. Comme ma wax rek mooy ne soo like channel bi mooy ma channel Z on YouTube. Nga like my page bi and also our TikTok follower. Dinañ jël all those names game gasu Gambia Algeria dinañ leen jox ticket ngeen dem seetaan lii di match bi Gambia versus Algeria on the 3rd of May. Kon li lañ amoon fii si biir lii di ama channel Z ñu ama jox leen dig daje will back here on next week on Wednesday. But before that you also have to watch our short commercial. Thank you very much. Keep betting with Zagbet. Bye-bye.
Finding a betting platform that really delivers is like hitting the jackpot. Literally, with Zaxbet, it's all right here on my hand.
Bet with Z.